And this is how Jafar aggressively shows his love. Yes, I see. Is there a better scratching post than a tree? Right here, that's Jafar, that's Jasmine, and this one is Raja. Having an issue with mice in our trash bin, and 2 of the cats are in there right now. An absolute wreck around here right now because of this cat. Birds have been losing their mind. The turkeys, the chickens, everyone, they're just losing it because of the cats. Dogs are a little confused because they were introduced to the cats and knowing to leave it, and the birds are freaking out. So they're like, do we protect the birds or are the cats okay? So that's where we're at. That's why we're doing only supervised time. That way everybody is safe until everybody's used to everyone. Raja. Alright, so here's a sample of what a stall can look like. So I'm bringing these over. I've got some supports because it's windy. I'm not screwing anything at this moment. I'm bringing things over and getting them set up. So if this was finished, you would see one more pallet here, one more pallet here, so it'd be too high. Is all this will be closed all the way when the walls are done. And the bottom will be covered, and then we'll have our ground area. It's going to be fake, so everything will be wired underneath. And then we'll have just a little bit of area for them to run around in, like a little little cubby. It'll go up, and somewhere right about here they'll have a landing that they'll be able to either lounge on or get up and down. And then it'll go up. There will be a platform here so I can slide out trays for waste, and the feed and water will be in the cage that'll be mounted to the side wall right above it. So there won't be any feed or water here. It'll be up there. This will be more for an exercise area. Now the bottom of this will be it'll allow liquids to go through, but we should be able to sweep off what mess is there away from the food and water station. So it'll come together, but this is a little bit how the stall will look. and another one, another one, another one. The front of this will be closed off, but it will be so that we can get in there if needed. Everything that we'll need to do up here, we'll be able to just reach. If we need to get to the bottom, it'll open. Here's another example. One side will be for bucks, one side will be for does. In this middle section here, between the stalls, let me back up. Between the stalls, there will be a walkway on this side, a walkway on this side, and right here, there will be a little small table station. In the middle here will be the grow out pins so that we can separate males and females, and the ones we're keeping can grow out in a separate pin. There will be one here, and one there, and so we'll keep going around, and the door will be right there. So it's coming along really well. Okay, so right here is where there is going to be a door, so we're going to leave that for now. And I can come in, and I am just, these are not screwed in. I wanted to see, because when you're working with pallets, you got to kind of match up and see what's going to work, and the heights and all of that, because we wanted the bottom part to be taller, and the second row that goes up will be the shorter pallets, and all the stalls are the shorter pallets. So we really need to be careful. And if you remember from the other part, on part 1 and 2, we are pulling the pallets from a little bit of ways of this. So I didn't want to secure anything, so that's why all these sticks are everywhere. They're holding up my walls right now. So down this whole side will be buck stalls, and then from the back and down this whole side is doe stalls, and then in the middle there will be grow outs, and then also in here there will be a table so that we can do some of the grooming, because we need to do brushing and trimming nails and all that, as well as feed and hay. Off the roof we will be doing the catchment. This tree still has to come out, and this tree has to come out. They'll fall that way. This will all be open right here, and so we will catch off. It will be slanted. The door being here looking towards the house, so we can see if the door gets left open or if it gets blown or if there's a problem. We'll be able to do that. We need to come through, and we'll put the siding on the outside, but it is coming along really well. I like working with the pallets. It is a little bit quicker to work with the pallets, and these were for extremely low cost, so that's awesome. The little stalls, as you can see, are starting, so I'll come in and do all these, and that's where we're going to be. So right now I'm going to focus on getting them over here, and then after I get them over here, I will be focusing on okay, this looks good, we'll secure this layer, we'll work on the top, we'll get all these stalls lined in, we'll get all the wire down, we'll get the inside of this all cleaned up, and our goal is to have this done really, really quickly. So Thursday is when you'll get your next update, and hopefully we'll be 3/4 done on Thursday. So that is the plan. So thanks for sticking with us and watching and checking on the kitties and all of that kind of stuff. This is going to wrap up today. When you know that your bed is always made of straw since you were 8 weeks old. Goodness.